everybody, and welcome to DDTS Beyond the Gates edition. I'm back, everybody. I don't know if y'all remember, but DeAndre Dobbs, the show DDTS, I used to do some recaps of Beyond the Gates a while back, but I am also a content creator, and stuff has been happening, and life be life, and I be trying to get everything sorted out and everything. But today and tonight, I wanted to take the time to do this season 2 episode 21 breakdown because I need to tell y'all something. I've been behind on Beyond the Gates, and after watching everybody do these reviews on it, these recaps, and I said, you know what? Let me go back and rewatch these episodes. Let me go back and watch these episodes. Let me get back into my soap operas and Beyond the Gates. And let me get back to my regular programming. And that's what brought me here today. Actually, after talking to one of my best friends on the phone, we talked about Beyond the Gates and the recaps and what's been going on. I said, you know what? Let's go ahead and talk about it. Let's go ahead and I just want to give my opinions on a couple of things. Yes, I'm behind, but I'm currently on episode 21 of season 2. You can watch the episodes on Pluto TV for free, and you can watch them on Paramount Plus, but you have got to pay for the subscription. And you can watch it on CBS.com after it uploads or wherever you watch it at. But I might have to do a part 2 on this video. I'm hoping I don't, but if I do, that's totally fine because I want to make sure that I get everything that there is to get. I hope this does not freak y'all out that I have the picture in the background because this was works for me. This is what easier. So I hope y'all don't mind that I kind of elaborate on what's been going on. I also want to say Happy Black History Month, and I'm hoping everybody is doing wonderful. I'm hoping everybody is having a wonderful day, and I'm hoping everybody has been having a wonderful month. Even though it's been a little rocky, we still are in awe of Bad Bunny's halftime show at the Super Bowl, which I truly loved and enjoyed. If you have not watched that, please go to my YouTube channel, DeAndre Dobbs, the show, and be sure to check that out among many other videos. I decided that I'm gonna try to do Beyond the Gate recap episodes every day, post them here, and then post them on YouTube. So if anybody that don't come to YouTube, if anybody that don't come to TikTok, I can have it on YouTube, and if anybody don't come to YouTube, I can have it on here. But I just want to take the time to elaborate on a couple of things from last week's episode, and then I want to talk about a couple of things for this episode, and then I might bring some past things up about a couple of people's. In my opinion, some of y'all might agree with me, some of y'all might not, but that's totally fine. No tea, no shade. I'm all about respect. So let's go ahead and get into it. So before we get into this, I want to say, if y'all haven't, please follow me here on TikTok and follow me on Instagram, DeAndre Marquise Dobbs, my Facebook, DeAndre Dobbs, my YouTube, DeAndre Dobbs, the show of DeAndre Dobbs. Follow me if you haven't. So let's go ahead and get into this. Let's go ahead and get into this video. So I want to go back to last week when I was watching the episode. I think I was watching episode season 2, episode 16 or 17. But I think I was watching episode 16 or 17, or it might have been another episode from last week. When I started watching it, this is before this breakdown, but when I started watching it, I was like, wait a minute. So Danny and Bill, are they back together? Why do they seem to um keep finding their way back to each other? I mean, isn't Bill married to Haley? And isn't Danny married to Andre? But let me go ahead and elaborate on that in just for just a few minutes. So if you all don't remember, it is alleged and it's true. And if you have watched the series since episode one, because I remember when this show debuted, it is says allegedly that Bill, truthfully, left his ex-wife Danny for his daughter Naomi's best friend Haley, who allegedly and basically married Bill, and basically Bill left Danny for for Haley. Is it Haley, Harley, whatever her name is, Haley. And so it's like, damn. Now let's go forward. So after that, they get engaged. Bill is with Haley. Now it's bad enough that Bill has left Danny for for his daughter's best friend Haley. So now, not only that, Bill allegedly tells to the Pre family, if I got this correct, that him and Haley is getting married. So not only that, Bill invites the family, tells the family to come. You got Danny, you got Danny actually sitting here at the women. This what made me mad about Bill. You literally got this woman that you left for your daughter's best friend getting married to the girl. And you say Danny is crazy, she needs help, this and that and the third. Well, I'm just gonna say this. I felt so bad for Danny because her doing all that heavy drinking, to me, in my opinion, I believe that's what led to Danny's alcoholism situations. And I will say this: if it wasn't for Bill tormenting Danny, and if it wasn't for Bill basically flaunting Haley in her face, and I know Danny has done some things to spiral out of control too, but you got to think about it. Bill is partially responsible for all of the stuff that Danny has done to herself, the alcoholism and everything. Now I know Danny has a mind of her own, but you got to think about it. It's the wedding, and then she takes out a gun and she was going to shoot the bride and shoot Bill, but luckily she didn't do that. So let's just fast forward to this breakdown episode. Again, I'm going to have to do a part two so I can talk about this video. I hope that's okay with you all. So fast forward. So I think it's season 2, episode 16 that I was watching. Danny comes to Bill's office and they was having a conversation. Um, Let me see, can I put up that one? I'm gonna see, can I put up that one? But I think I'm gonna talk about that in the part two. But now I'm gonna talk about it here. I don't have the picture up. I don't have the picture up. I'm sorry. But Danny was in Bill's office and they was having a conversation, and she basically tells that she loves Andre, this and that and the third, and so much stuff. And then basically they were going back and forth in ways. So Bill tells Danny to leave. So when she was getting ready to leave, Bill basically tries to stop her, and then they start kissing, and I was like, I'm like, Danny, you are with Andre. I understand. If it wasn't for Bill portraying Danny and leaving her, she wouldn't have met Andre, and they wouldn't have got married and in this situation at this very moment. So stay tuned for part two, everybody, on DDTS part two. Hello everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back to part 2. Um I want to go ahead and let's go back to part 2. So what I was saying on part 1, if Bill haven't if it wasn't for Bill breaking Danny heart, leaving her for Haley, I felt like Danny probably wouldn't have had to spiral out of control. I felt like, honestly, if Danny didn't do that, Danny probably wouldn't have never met Andre, her boy toy, at that time. But with the chemistry and the energy that Danny and Andre have, I kind of knew that he was gonna go forward to what it was. And it's like now, fast forward to now, it's like Danny is Danny likes Andre. She's married to Andre. But let's be honest, her heart, her soul, and everything, she always gonna have a special soft spot for Big Bill. She always gonna have a soft spot for Bill. And in my opinion, I think Bill is starting to regret that he left Danny. I think he's starting to regret that he messed up when he left Danny for his daughter best friend Haley. And let's also be honest with this as well. This stuff that Haley is doing to Bill, I call it Bill's karma. I call it Bill's karma. I call it his karma. The reason I call it his karma is because all the stuff that he has done to the Dupree family, especially Danny leaving her for his daughter's best friend, karma. Haley is trying to get rid of Big Bill. But neither did we know that Haley or Roberta or whatever her name is, she is a con artist. And so she goes to her cousin Randy, who works for Joey, basically talking to him about stuff and how to get rid of Bill. But really, she's trying to get rid of Big Bill so she can get that big insurance policy, and so she thinks she's gonna get that money. But I really believe that Bill simply knows a little something what Haley is up to. Mark my words, y'all. I might be wrong, but let me know what y'all think. So I know I probably have y'all waiting long enough because I only got a couple of more minutes to the 10-minute mark comes on here. So let me go ahead and get into this review. So I'm actually watching season 2, episode 21 of Beyond the Gates now. And I had to pause this while it was on commercial on Pluto TV because I wanted to do this review, and while it's on my mind, I want to go ahead and say it. So it turns out that Eva goes to the country club and she sees Tomas. Tomas just coming from the gym, his run or this and that and the third. So Tomas and Eva have a good conversation. And what does Eva do? Eva tells Tomas what's going on. Only Eva tells Tomas what she wants to tell Tomas. So basically Eva told Tomas that it was a lot of flirting going on and that Kat seems to be enjoying the attention that she was getting from Isaiah. And so this and that and the third. You know how Eva does. And basically Tomas was like, are you sure that's what happened? Or this and then the third? Because Tomas was looking like, oh, really? Are you sure that's what happened? And this and then the third. And then um, let's go back to Isaiah and um, Kat. They have a pretty big heated exchange. Basically, Kat goes back to tell Isaiah that she has been on Eva's tail since the beginning that she came into town and that she told everybody about Eva and her mother. And so basically, Isaiah basically tries his best and does his best to defend Eva to Cat. But you know how Cat is. Cat is not trying to hear any of that. So, so they was going back and forth, and basically, no matter what Cat was saying about Eva, Isaiah still defended Eva to Cat. And so they finished their conversation, goes to the apartment. Isaiah goes to Eva's apartment and they have a conversation. Now, I want to say this. I also want to say that Tomas and Kat have a conversation at the country club. Tomas basically tells Kat that he had a conversation with Eva, and he tells Eva that he tells Kat that he did not believe Eva, and Kat was like, "Really? You don't believe her? You believe me?" He was like, "Yes, I believe you. You're my woman. I'm with you, and everything this and then the third." And I can't wait to see how this is going to unfold. I'm gonna go ahead and finish watching season 2, episode 20. But if I can, y'all, I will do a recap on episode 22 and 23. I just want to give everybody a recap, and I just want to do this for myself because I feel like I want to do this. I want to do this for me, and I want to get back out there and do so many reviews and recaps on so many different things. So yes, indeed. But I also want to talk about this because I'm at the 7 minute, 7:14:15 mark. I want to talk about Anita. I want to talk about Anita Dupree. Last week when I watched the episode with Anita, when she was having dinner with Vernon, Vernon basically bought out the whole restaurant so that Anita and him can have a romantic time. At the end of the dinner, Anita finds out that her hair is coming out. And boy, tears started coming to my eyes because that was so emotional. Not only was that emotional, but honestly, that is a real life situation. Like, this is real. Breast cancer is real. Cancer is real. So basically, you know, all the women, they want to get tested. Kat did not want to get tested. And I think Danny tested. I think Naomi lied about something, etc., etc. And it's like, wow. My heart, my prayers goes to Anita. And it is said allegedly that she has a new look. So, yeah. This is going to be my recap of Beyond the Gates, breakdown season 2, episode 21. I'm hoping that I did good. Please put it in the comments if I left out anything. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And thank y'all so much. And I will see y'all on the next recap. And for the ones that don't get on TikTok, I will post it on YouTube. And for the peoples that don't get on YouTube, I will post it here to TikTok. And let me know what you guys think. I love y'all. Till next time. Bye-bye.